Hey, welcome back everyone. We're here in the Blue Kingdom, creepy, creepy, creepy land of the dead. And we're here. We made it to the well mouth. So if you remember last time, we were kind of traversing along the edge of the White Well, and right after we finished recording, I came up here and found this port. So let's figure out what's going on here. A smattering of dark cottages at the White Well's edge. It's surrounded by endless rows of tumbled and broken statues, mere specks against the snow. Not the most cheerful place to take up residence, I would think. Howling winds are up from the frozen abyss, rattling roofs and chasing snow over mist-shrouded streets. Most of the silhouettes in the snow are statues, cracked and mutilated by age. A few are not statues, but gaunt women in mourning veils, who skitter suddenly into motion as you come near, and fall into silent line behind you. At the center of the village is a squat black cottage. Its walls throb. What the fuck? Speak to the widows. Their role is to inter the failed dead. You're attracted to a half-circle of veiled observers by now. They respond to your questions with whispers and hiss among themselves. "You're in the wrong place," says one of them finally, stepping a little too close. She points to where the lights of Urd twinkle on the other side of the well. "The stone-faced court is there." "Grandmother will know you're here by now," says another of the widows. "If you intend to stay, you must meet with her. Else, fly away at once." Who the fuck is grandmother? Seek out the matronly relict's approval. Sure. The relict is an old woman of colossal stature, as tall and broad as a wagon, her face such a mass of wrinkles that her features are almost entirely lost. She shuffles aside and gestures silently to an armchair beside a roaring fire. You ignore the insistent skitter-scratching coming from inside the walls, and you enter her parlor. What the fuck? She collapses into an armchair opposite you, taking up her needles. They clicker and clack, knitting together black threads that outstretch from the walls and ceiling and floor. Good. Good. One of the widows pours you a warmish tea, then kneels at the relict's side with her head bowed. Certain actions in Wellmouth are only available to characters with the anti-deceased status. Hey, that's me. I would need souls, a selection of immaculate souls, to stay here longer. Alright, well then, I guess I'm not staying here longer. I am going to watch the widows inter one of the failed dead, though. What are the failed dead? This failed dead is a cadaverous figure in a three-piece suit, his skin tattooed with phrases in Sanskrit. The widows are dragging him to the edge of the well atop a rickety cart. Though shackled in heavy iron, he thrashes and writhes like a snake on hot coals. "I can give you power!" he shouts, voice carrying even above the wind. The widow's wagon nears the edge. "Wealth, secrets, feasts, favors! I've lived 1,000 years! I am owed debts by gods! What do you want?" The widows titter beneath their veils and tip him unceremoniously into the abyss. Well, that's fucked up. I guess I'm leaving. I guess I'll come back with some souls. And I guess we'll figure out where to go next. Where are we going next? The Forge of Souls, which do I know where that is? The Forge is east-northeast of Sky Barnet, so if I go, well, east from here. Or I could go north and hit Sky Barnet first. I'm just gonna keep traveling, like, around. Can I get through here? No, of course not. That would be too simple, you guys. Pay no attention to the great yawning chasm there. It's probably fine. It's probably totally fine and not ominous at all. Alright, so we should not be attacked by every Logoi on site now, every Logos. Only the one color of them, I forget which color. I guess we'll find out, depending on which one becomes hostile. Hey, a Scribe Spinster. 2 Scribe Spinsters. I just walked right into that attack. Very nice, me. Do one of those, and then 2 of those, and you're dead. Very nice. Very nice. Take your pen. No, 3 bronzewoods are more useful than 1 pen. Where's that other one? I saw you over here. You fuck. Get over here. It's good money. There you are. Gotcha, bitch. One more shot. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. More axes, which means I'm going to have to jettison some stuff, but that's fine. There we go. And what is this down here? What did I even get? I think, supplies? Yeah, supplies. What do I get in this wreck? Strip for repairs. Let's do that. Because I think repairs are a little bit harder to come by here than they are in other areas. Yo, I really want to explore all this stuff, but I've got a full hold. Limited space for picking up more things. An enclave of the dead. Share visions of the heaven with them. Oh god. Look at this option. Let them drink the ichor in your blood. You have consumed enough petrichor that your blood has begun to turn into ichor. I don't think I'm going to be consuming much petrichor. I don't think I want that to happen to me. Alright, so I just reduced my terror at the cost of a vision of the heavens. And I don't know if it's just because of what I've been doing or what, but visions of the heavens have been kind of hard to come by of late. So maybe that's not worth it. Oh man, there are all kinds of nooks and crannies here. Crooks and nannies. What is that? What is this thing? The fuck? Mine? What? Wait, what did I get? Oh, Navarrete gemstones. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Very cool. So this connects here. I hear a Locos over there. And it can fuck right off. Look at that, we've already explored like a third of this place. No problem, dude. Is there any shit I can drop off? Because, like, hot damn. Is there a reason I'm holding ministry-approved literature? Where did I... Oh, I picked that up last time as at a bargain. Because I never turn down bargains. As, like, a matter of principle. Right? Alright, let's see if this connects back to Sky Barnet. And we can drop off some of the stuff we don't need. It's kind of a pretty place. Like a mausoleum, you know? It's like old and dusty. That's the vibe I get. Yeah, this does connect. Cool. Yeah. Connects easily. Now, at some point, I'm going to have to start worrying about food. Again, I don't know if that petrichor is a perfect substitute for food. Really don't know. I can probably sell some bronze wood, right? Yeah, I just got 6 of those. I didn't particularly need them. I guess I'll get some petrichor, like, in case I need it. Don't really want to use it, but who knows. I guess the alternative would be to go back to, back through the relay and get some regular supplies. Oh, you know what? I think I've got some supplies in the bank. And I'm going to need to remember to do that whenever I come to the Blue Kingdom. Just buy some, put them in the bank, and then get them out of the bank when I come back. Or when I come through. Alright, so we're looking for the Forge of Souls, I believe. There's a something there. Oh, don't you be tooting your horn at me. Oh, don't I be missing? Fuck you. And your dumb ass. Bah! Alright. That thing homes, man. Bet you can't take 3 of these. You can take 3 of them. Fuck! Oh, lordy. Are you attacking me too? You are! That's good. Not loving this position. Oh, man. Let's not miss. Two shots. 3 shots. Where are you aiming at, dude? I'm over here. What? 4 shots. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. We loot. We reduce terror. Boom. Alright, I took some damage, but it's fine. Yeah, and I'll scalp this engine for hull. Very nice. Very nice. Ah, and that stops the creepy, creepy sound, too. Oh, can I get another facet? Depending on what I get, yeah. Not facet, but you know what I mean. Skill point. Hello. Penultima, that's a cool name. What are we gonna run into next, dude? Should I send out the scout? Sure. Let's send out our intrepid KV. What have you found? Oh, you found another thing. Another port. I seem to be heading straight for it. The Rat Brigade chitter excitedly. Could they make more rats here? Your crew are alarmed. Huh? Oh, it's the Forge of Souls. Is that what it sounds like? I think I have at least one thing to do here, maybe 2. The Forge of Souls. Well, first of all, let's drop off the shit we were commissioned to drop off. Alright, the Forge of Souls. The Court of Dust. Okay. An ancient library, rumored to hold the fabled Forge of Souls within its depths. Alright. This is the Lyceum, a library of legend and guarded fortress of knowledge. It's forbidden to all but a select few. Let's, approach the gates, I guess, dude. I'm turned away. Oh! Oh. A thin grate shrieks open in the lower part of a gate. A skeletal face peers out. You are neither yoked nor ephemera. The Lyceum is not for you. Well, I don't think I want to be ephemera, because that means you're dead, doesn't it? Let's wander the courtyard, see what happens. There are a crowd of masked spirits, an elephant, a giraffe, 2 cats, a little boy, and many others. A red string is tied around a limb of each, but a loose end trails from the last creature, a cheetah. A yoked spirit follows behind. It's holding the other broken end of the string, and carrying a goad. Neither is doing it very much good. Let's trick a monkey's ghost. It will get back in line if you're clever enough. This will be more difficult than the elephant. No, but it's not though. Yas. Oh nice. It takes a well-placed macaque call and a fraudulent scent of ripe pear, but the monkey rejoins the spirit procession and even voluntarily puts its paw through the red cuff. The yoked rewards you with a selection of souls. Very nice. Okay, so what can I do here? Well, I can look for the Forge of Souls with my clay companion. Can I do that? Towers upon towers and dust upon dust. The citadel here seems entirely deserted. The clay conductor moans with frustration. Why is nothing in my life easy? Perhaps there's someone beyond the gate who can help. So I need to get past the gate. So I need to come back as either yoked or ephemera. I don't really want either of those. What's with my Blemmingen? It has followed you from the engine. Its tendrils probe the ground. What is it doing? It flattens itself onto the floor and lies still for several moments. Abruptly, it stands and makes its way over to your feet. It taps a tendril on the ground meaningfully. You've brought it to the correct place, but it requires more. The Forge of Souls needs to be operational. Oh. I didn't even know I could interact with this thing. Okay. Whoops. Well, I guess, that's all I'm doing here for now. Sure fucking seems like it. Alright, so I'm gonna need to become, like, dead, I guess. Oakley dokley. Where else should I go? I don't know. Well, I have souls now. I could go back to Wellmouth. Should we do that? Is this navigable? Yeah, this is a bridge. Oh, you can tell. Arr. The Lyceum. These citadels form the Lyceum, a grand library of the Sapphired King. Oh, this connects too. In a not super meaningful way, I don't think. Yeah, that just goes back there. Okay. And this connects here in the middle. Alright, I think we can... Oh, wait, maybe it doesn't. Shit. Is that a thing over there? Did I see a thing? What is that? What is that? What the fuck is that? It seems to want to eat me. Oh, they're really fragile. Alright, what the fuck was that? An eater of the dead. It's a rancid horror with the elongated muzzle of a crocodile and the plumage of a peacock corpse, conjoined by a knot of bloated hippopotamus with many, many mournful eyes. It's the bane of the trespasser and the devourer of the dead. The powers of the Blue Kingdom tolerate them because they thin out the ranks of the unwanted dead. Let's search its maw. What do we get? Some souls. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Let's go back to the well now that we've got some fancy souls. Yeah, it's very fancy. Oh. Hey. Fuck you. Wait, that didn't kill it. Oh, maybe I did hit it with the other one with another shot. Let's extract its meat. Yeah, that's a good way to get supplies. I like those things. They're very simple. I don't know why, but the idea of a beast that you're fighting is less scary than a human enemy. Because they're not nefarious, you know? They may want to kill you, but it's not out of malicious intent. It's because they're hungry. Alright, lady. Alright, Grandma. I brought some souls for you. Request permission to linger at Wellmouth. The relict grins, revealing why she's not spoken. The upper and lower rows of her butter-yellow teeth are fused together. She makes a soft clucking noise with her tongue, and her attendant widow hurries to fetch some parchment. The old woman hunches, pen in hand, armchair groaning. Her handwriting is spiky, scratchy, almost incoherent. Almost. She writes 3 simple words. You may stay. As she finishes, the jagged scrawl of ink lifts itself from the page, segments, and scatters for the shadows in a dozen scuttling black forms. Only the blank page remains. Okay. Ask about changing your status. Can the widows help change your status? One of the widows seems to fulfill the role of Wellmouth's archivist. She huddles alone in a library at the edge of the village, surrounded by crammed shelves, her floor obscured by a layer of damp, mangled books. When you ask her about changing your status, she scrabbles through the tome heap and retrieves, with triumph, a moldy journal. She flips to the relevant page. Centuries past, we employed something called a spider sweeper, she says. It was a role assigned to a yoked spirit, back when grandmother tolerated their presence. Perhaps ask her about it? Spider sweeper. Let's go visit her again. Well, shit. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, why do you live here on the frozen edge? What are you? The widow looked shocked at your impertinence, but the relict reaches out with one massive hand and pinches her attendant's ear between finger and thumbnail. The widow squeals. We are here to inter the failed dead, mutters the widow sulkily, rubbing her ear. The court sends us those who have failed to satisfactorily die, and we lay them to rest, usually against their will. And when we have no guests poking their noses in our business, we perform other duties. The widow smirks, ones that even the court don't know about. Interesting. Interesting. Like what? Oh, maybe I could hide and spy on the widow's secret ceremony. Maybe I could increase my veils so that I'd have a better chance of hiding and spying in the widow's secret ceremony. How about that? Maybe my veils can't be increased that much. Still, every little bit helps, right? Yeah, 93% chance of success now. Okay, cool. Your engine departs, with orders to return tomorrow. The widows watch it leave, veiled faces upturned. In well-rehearsed unison, they make their way to the white well. You follow at a careful distance. They stand at the well's edge and raise their voices in chittering song. A seething shudder begins beneath your feet. In a hideous rush, darkness floods from the eyes and mouths of the broken statues around Wellmouth. It is spiders, spiders, a scrabbling black vastness, an arachnid ocean. They churn and blot the snow. They overcome you. They wrap you in a scurrying shroud. 8,000,000 ancient eyes fix upon you. The rustling flood of spiders encircles the well and weaves immense gossamer displays at its rim. Whales, gardens, dragons, and castles, all manner of wonders rise and are devoured. The widows watch, hands clasped. You lie on your back, silk pinned. You can do nothing but stare at the sky, and to blink away the occasional inquisitive spider. As you stare up, you realize there's something wrong with the stars. The stars are writhing specks in the web that was the sky. Welcome to my parlor, said the spider to the sky. A purring voice in your head. brain feels like it's being hammered on an anvil. Beaten, yes, but also reshaped. The memories most precious to you are shuffled like cards. Old wounds tease open. Darkest fears are dragged out, writhing for inspection. Something is dancing inside your head, skittering excitedly from nook to crevice, but when you try to think what it might be, it scuttles into the shadows. You cease struggling and let it do its terrible work. When you wake, the spiders and gossamer and widows are gone. You are alone in the snow, surrounded by silent statues, but not quite alone. Something is wrapping your mind in silk. I don't like that. I don't think that's good. What? Soon I will shuck this place like a skin. Something is crawling uninvited through your mind. Actions in Wellmouth will increase terror. Get away from here. The thing that squats on the armchair is vast and black and indistinct. You can make out gleaming eyes, bristling hairs, fangs that twitch and shudder. A long line of venom or drool dangles from its mouth parts. An attendant widow kneels silently at its side. Huh. Hmm. How do I get out of here? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave and... Oh my god. All right. Welp. Welp. I don't know what that was about, but I don't like it. There are spider things happening there. Hey, Fluky. You can be found everywhere, can't you? Stay still for 2 seconds. 2 seconds, dude. Ow. Ow. I just shot myself. Fuck. I could tear off a trophy or reinforce my damaged hull. Let's do that. Yeah, that was worth it. Very nice. Sounds like there's a logos over there. Oh no, that was just the sound of the scorn fluke. Okay. I'm not sure how many locations there are left to discover. I know there's the something of the dead. The door of the dead? The Shaun of the dead? That's probably it. So I'm looking for the Shaun of the dead. Oh, it's another crocodile thing. Goodbye, crocodile thing. Oh, there's another one. Oh no. I searched his maw, and I gained terror instead. That's not what I wanted to find in your maw. Aha. What do we find here? Let's extract this thing's meat. Are you angry at me, Logo? I don't think so. I think we're chill. It's only the blue ones I have to worry about. ATM. I see you, dude. Yep. Seems to be fine. Ulula. An ululation is like a yell. Or like a wail. What the fuck is this? What is it? Horologian. Well, cool. The great dial horologion is in motion. It's the clock of the Blue Kingdom, dictating the hours of the observances, rituals which govern the progress of the spirit towards death's door. Beneath its face, thousands of spirits labor to power its revolution. Above, greater spirits of aureate majesty preside over the regular observances. It's both a symbol and vital function of the bureaucracy of the dead. Let's approach horologion. The observances are mandatory for spirits at Horologion. There's an observance for every status, and once begun may not be escaped. Pfft, I'll be fine. Your engine lands at the appointed place in the shadow of the Gnomon. You step from your engine onto the face of the great dial. Aureate ministers with crowns of molten gold turn to you as you disembark. An observance is about to begin. Every spirit has its place during the hour chimed by Horologion. You are about to be shown yours. Observe the yoked. I'm not permitted to participate, but I may watch. Okay. You're not allowed below the great dial. Instead, you and your crew are permitted to stand at the rim and look down. A river of spirits churns, sluiced through the vast, intricate machinery beneath the Blue Kingdom's clock. The spirits carry buckets and amphora filled with souls and vinegary wine. And abruptly as it began, the cleaning ceases. A torrent of thin, gray, flawed souls spills out below Horologion. Bells toll. The dial moves again. I guess I'm departing. Okay. Oh, you bitch. Stop it. Stop shooting at me. Two shots. Oh, you're stuck in a corner there, you dumb bitch. Juking seems to be quite effective against these guys. Very nice. Okay, and we should be able to reduce some terror. We could. Very nice. Alright. Oh, went past something up there. That's alright. I'll circle back. Okay, so this looks like it definitely connects in some way or another to where I was before. The slopes of Nisa. Rumors speak of vaults of souls here, fiercely guarded and ferociously sought. And this looks like a dead end. This almost certainly connects. I like this little sunbeam that I'm suspended in here. It does connect. Okay, good. Alright. Now let's go check that thing we missed. Oh, see you, Logo. I don't give a shit about you. Eat my ass. Logo patrol here. It said they guard vaults of hidden souls. Well, wouldn't that be nice to find? What do we got up here? Anything? Sure, something. Oh, a lot of... What are those? Ow. Fuck. Oh, move. Ow. Haha. Ow. Oh, wow, I got a full frickin' broadside from that guy. Ow, how'd that hit me? Shit. No! Hit! Oh, how did that not kill? Right, you can take like 4 of my shots, or 3 and then 1 small shot. Right. Please tell me I can salvage my hull. No, I can't. This sucks. Boom, that's 1 shot. There are a lot of you Spirifers around here. Boom, that's 2 shots. Boom, that's 3 shots. Oh, I missed just barely. Which way are you going? Which way are you going? Oh! Robbed. Boom, 4 shots. Fuck you. Scrap the engine. Thank you. Oh, that did not give me a lot of hull. Alright, so those guys are pretty tough, especially if you get backed into a corner by them. Definitely gonna need some repairs here. Show me the edge of the map. What do we got up here? Anything? Nothing there. McGrooney's Cove! McGrooney! There's a fair smattering of nothing here, which is interesting. I'm gonna have to start thinking about food soon. Alright, let's see what this... It's not a port, but it's a place to land up here. It's like a ministry. Let's see what this ministry is. Five quarters. What's that sound? This is the court of the sun's daughter, whose radiance is the glory of the heavens. This is the shadow of the sun. Huh. Thriving flower beds, statues, obsessively trimmed grass, an ornamental lake shining and perfectly circular, like a dropped shilling. These surround the glittering palace called the Shadow of the Sun. Okay. The gardens are vast, ornate, and resplendent. The flowers have been grown in exquisite regiments. As you follow the pale gravel path, you notice a yoked spirit carefully and individually measuring each blade of grass. At the center of it all sits the palace where the sun's daughter dwells, colossal gleaming, its walls cascading with lilies. While you write your report on the death's door, it's difficult to avoid slipping into philosophy. What does it all mean? Is this all there is? After a few attempts, you find more luck in writing about the spirits of the dead, as baldly and bluntly as though they were imported cabbages. Shades arrive in ever greater numbers. The Blue Kingdom finds it difficult to meet demand. You've heard rumors that there are even disguised members of the living among the influx of spirits, trying to slip through the door while alive. Outside the Shadow of the Sun, a rising chaos is barely contained. Shh. Let's visit the Garden of Unflowers. A rowboat sits at the lake's edge, occupied by a yoked spirit with an oar at the ready. It doesn't take long for him to row you across the placid water. Any conversation is decidedly one-sided. The unflowers have petals of parchment. Their stems are tightly wound scrolls. The island is filled with them, but they're not allowed to grow as they please. Instead, they're cultivated in meticulous patterns. A yoked spirit tends to the island, pruning and studying the unflowers with infinite diligence. She is known as the gardener archivist. She greets you at the dock, hand raised in silent greeting. What are the unflowers? When the dead pass through the catafalque, we extract their unfinished stories. Spirits afflicted by unfinished stories are bitter, detestable things. The gardener archivist keeps her voice in an empty flower pot. It echoes dolefully. At first, we did not know what to do with our harvest. We could not destroy them. Then they would remain unfinished forever. We found that we could plant them, and unflowers would grow from the seed. The stories remain unfinished, but at least now they're pleasing to the eye. Interesting. What's wrong, gardener archivist? Do you need a favor? It takes her a moment to work up the courage to unburden herself. Every decade, I'm ordered to raise the unflowers and plant anew, she says finally, even though it leaves their stories unfinished forever. It's a matter of space, you see. We don't have room for them all. That time's approaching again. The ending of the unended. Before that day, can you help me finish as many of these stories as we can? Sure. I can't tell you how thankful I am. With a magnifying glass and a mirror and a great degree of care, I can read the beginning of an unflowered story without causing it to wilt. I'll select one for you that I think can be ended without too much trouble. Come back when you're ready to begin. I still want to pick an unflower and read it before it wilts. You manage to skim the unflower's page petals faster than they can deteriorate. It's the story of a trial, an accused murderer who didn't commit the crime, a bribed judge, a duped jury, a callous prosecutor. Only the defending lawyer can save him, but the odds are overwhelming. She receives a strange note, perhaps from the actual culprit. She embarks on a fateful search for the truth. But as you approach what could be a conclusion, she catches an obscure strain of flu. The trial proceeds without her. She dies, coughing and bedbound, not knowing its outcome. The parchment crumbles to nothing between your fingers. Oof, dude. See, this is so cool to me. This is like so clearly a repository for just like stories that they wrote but didn't have any other place for. They're just little snippets. They're little vignettes. And it's like, I mean, clearly this game is a love letter to storytelling, given by how much fucking story and text there is in it. But the fact that they created this whole game and then they're like, we still have more. Where else can we put it? So they had to come up with another reason, another place to put all their untold stories or unfinished like little snippets of story. I love that. It's just such an obvious indication of people who love their craft. Okay, let's offer to conclude one of the unflowered stories. So how do I do this? Okay, don't read it until you arrive at your destination, or it'll decay into nothing. You must go to the most serene mausoleum in Albion. Once there, read the unflower. You'll know what to do. All stories can be ended if the right character comes along. Okay. That's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but sure. I'll keep it in mind. Alright, seek an audience with the Arbiter now. She's the Arbiter of Fates, the daughter of the Sapphire King. The Shadow of the Sun was built for her and around her. Can I have an audience? As you approach the palace, a pair of yoked spirits bar your way. Only the yoked are permitted an audience with the Arbiter of Fates, says one of the spirits, his voice emanating from the jar in his hands. We cannot help you. Be on your way. See, they keep talking about how the yoked, like, fucking suck, but then they're the only ones with permission to do some things. So, like, how much could they suck? You know, dog? That's what I'm saying. Alright, let's see what's up here. There's probably some mystical bullshit. That's the shadow of the sun. Where's the sun? I'm hearing a sound. Oh, whatever. I like the music. Death's door. Something tells me I shouldn't go through that. Ah! Where'd you come from? I like the music too. I like that you don't move very much. I can't see. Stop. Stop it. I said I like how you don't move very much. Shut the fuck up. Alright, so is there is there a port around here? Do I have to physically go through there? I feel like that's a bad idea. Anybody else getting a bad vibe from that? Let's see what's over here. And I could send out my KV if I needed to, but my supplies are running kind of low. Okay, what I could also do is sit down. I could enter this port again, just to save the game, and then try to go through it. We'll do that to see what happens. Okay, saving, see? And the game is saved. Alright, nice. Now then, what's going on up here at Death's Door? Ah, go towards the light. Ah, I'm sure nothing bad will happen. I'm sure it's fine. Ah. Oh. Oh, that's cool. This isn't even on the map. What's that say? Light washes over you. Oh, beyond Death's Door. Logo, I hound your locomotive, circling like comets. Spitting fire, invective, and flame oaths. The weight of their anger so potent it buckles metal and cracks glass. But they can't keep up. You instruct your navigator to hold steady. Ponderously vast, the golden door opens. A cold, surgical light spills out. The daily tide of spirits go rushing in. And far above the throng, your engine barrels screaming through. For a moment, the light subsumes you. Oh, fuck. I can try to discover what happens to spirits beyond Death's Door. You'll need to avoid the patrolling Logoi, but you must know what awaits in the death beyond death. Or I could just... This will kill you more thoroughly, perhaps, than anyone has ever been killed. Race against the light of dying. Huh, that's funny. Try to kill death. That's fucking awesome. I could pledge my eternal service to the Sapphired King, but I needed an indulgence. I don't know how to get that. Let's try to discover what happens to spirits beyond Death's Door. Please succeed. We succeed. The Blue Kingdom unfolds before you. Vast wheels turn, words dance on the wind, a landscape halfway between baffling machine and indecipherable pattern. You still your engines and douse your lights. Through binoculars you observe. Great gnarled things with wings descend upon the influx of spirits, snatching them at random. Shades are hoisted into the air, writhing, and pinned on spears of light. Struggling weakly, they ascend into the grinding machinery above. Wheels draw them out and expose their insides. Scalpels of light make precise incisions. Before your eyes, they're meticulously dismantled. Their pieces are collected and fed still squirming into the deeper workings. Good! That sounds really pleasant. That sounds like an amazing experience. As you stare, the air is split by alarms. A Logos has found you, and is calling for reinforcements. Hundreds approach in the distance. A fire that swallows the sky. The lone Logos hurls itself against your hull, catching you in flames. You can't stay a moment longer. You must escape back to the high wilderness, or perish. Send engineers to douse the inferno in the engine room. Yeah, let's do that, because we can't plow right through. Our hull will be badly damaged, because our hull is already badly damaged. See you guys! Sorry! With doomed engineers working valiantly to douse the flames, your engine rumbles into action. You flee the encroaching wall of Logoi, streaking like a comet. Death's Door is open. When you slip through to safety, it slams shut. As the smoke clears, you begin recovery of your still smoldering dead from the ravaged engines. Return home. Yikes! Yikes, I say. So, what happens beyond death? Nothing good, it seems. It seems nothing good. um, I need to do something about my terror. Like, real quick. Because it's currently at 84. We might need to take a sojourn back to the Reach. Might need to do that. Oh, there's a thing here. Hello, thing. This should reduce my terror. It's a new port. Death's doorstep. Or like that. The catafalque. A knot of houses surrounds the station. Past these, the landscape declines into mud and misery. Somewhere beneath that bleak mire lies the catafalque, where spirits approach their end. Can't I drop some stuff off here? Caged catches. Wow, those sell for a lot. Nice. Anything good here? I can buy souls here. Good to know. Alright. Catafalque. An austere, ugly little town has sprung up around the station, built and inhabited by spirits too afraid to pass beyond the door. Or like that. It has no official name because officially it should not exist, but some of the Blue Kingdom bureaucrats sneeringly call it Death's Doorstep. Doorstop. Aha, Death's Doorstop. Beyond it, the endless furrows, an endless expanse of churned black mud. Wander the streets of the officially nameless town. A town of spirits too cowardly to pass on. There are few such specimens. Only the most committed kind of cowardice can survive death. That's awesome. At the side of the street, trying to stop spirits as they pass, is someone not yet dead, an anti-deceased. He wears a mask, but it's pushed up to his forehead, nose in the air. He's pushing a cart marked Curios of the Blue Kingdom, made of wood and painted with a design of lotus blossoms. He catches your eye. Do you have any artworks or masterpieces of the kingdom I could buy? I don't know what Testament of the Feather or Testament of Roses are. I could construct something from a few odds and ends. What do you have here? It's a rag, but in your hands, with a bit of invention, it becomes the remnant of the shroud of a long-dead queen who passed this way centuries ago. Someone with good eyesight could still pick out the words of a blessing woven into the fabric. You're not surprised he can't make it out. The language is an obscure one, known only to the very learned. You should have known he wouldn't recognize its value. He practically snatches it from you in the end, paying you in gemstones and indignant looks. Nice, dude. Easy. Alright, what's going on with the endless furrows? Once, the vast grounds around Death's Door were called the Seven Concentric Gardens. There were flowers, grass, trees, leaves still attached. Now there is mud. A squalid, black, hungering mud. And a seething sea of the masked dead, digging and scrabbling, churning, overturning, searching. Useless now to try to cultivate even a blade of grass, but a few yoked gardener spirits dash between the trenches, rakes and hoes aloft. They're still stubbornly attempting the impossible. Let us speak with a sedulous devil about the navigator's request. The devil rushes toward you. He's charged with handling a specific set of unusual cases, and apparently Altan, born upon his friend's back, is one. A firm handshake. Let's get you where you need to be. Just the one? The devil pulls out a pair of calipers to measure Altan's left ear. This way. He leads you past rows of shuffling dead. As you walk, the devil squints at the navigator, first through one eye, then the other. Oh, that is clever. He gestures downwards to a stone slab coated in mud. What's clever? The fact that he's holding a dude on his back? This door for Altan. The devil turns to the navigator, shaking his head. Your circumstances were a poor fit for your soul, so you changed your circumstances. A neat trick. Man fits you much better. Oh, right, yeah, he's trans. That's cool, I like that. He turns several pages on his clipboard. Sign here, please. And then, with another handshake, he's scurrying back across the furrows. You heave Altan's door open and drop into the darkness below. The fortunate navigator has spoken with the sedulous devil. He knows which is the correct line for Altan to pass through Death's Door. Below the mud, you find yourself in the catafalque, a candle-decked labyrinth filled with endless lines of shuffling, silent dead. Death's door waits at the other end of the tunnels. Most of the candles are burned to stubs, leaving the floor caked with runnels of wax. Logoi, the living Lords of the Sun, patrol the tunnels. Their elegant sigil forms roar with fire. They and a few stubborn candles are the only light left. This reminds me of, if anyone's read American Gods, this reminds me of the depiction of the underworld uh, that Gaiman put in there, which is kind of like the Egyptian underworld, where like you wander through this labyrinth until you come upon, I forget which god, Horus maybe, who like measures your soul against the weight of a feather to see like how worthy it is. Anyway, let's join the queuing dead. Okay. The navigator's face is as expressionless as a waxen mask. He moves closer to you so that his shoulder brushes your arm. Captain. Before the navigator is an endless line of the dead, plodding in silent acceptance. The navigator gazes ahead, peering into the dark. He leaves the line. This isn't right, he says. Take us back, Captain. This was a mistake. Oh. I don't think it was a mistake. I think you just don't want to say goodbye to your friend. Acquire a shovel. Everyone has a door to their death buried somewhere in the mud. The trick is to find it. To find it, one must dig. Yeah, let's fucking try it. Many of the spirits are digging with their hands, bolstered by the grim patience of the dead. You don't have that kind of time. You drop into one of the trenches that crisscross the churning landscape, and walk until you find a yoked spirit with a bundle of shovels slung across her back. She looks you up and down for a moment, then shakes her head. Voiceless, she drops to one knee, extends a finger, and scrawls shakily in the mud at her feet. Only the dead may dig, she writes. Not the invisible, not the antedeceased, only dead or ephemera. Alright. I'm leaving. I guess that's all I can do here for now. Wait, so there's nothing else I can... Okay, there's nothing else I can do here. Hey, Navigator. What's going on? Console him. I need a gourd of chorister nectar. Dude. Why? Okay. Alright. Alright, that's probably a good place to end for now. So next time, I'll probably do some cleanup. I'll probably like go reduce my terror and get some more crew. And then when I see you guys next, we'll finish exploring the Blue Kingdom.